We've got some spicy tea to spill. If you've been on social media recently, you've probably seen all the buzz around Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields. Trust me, this drama is next level, and you do not want to miss out on the juicy details. We're talking about everything from flirting, cheating rumors, to Instagram live confrontations. If you think this situation can't get any messier, hold tight. It's about to get wild. Okay, so here's the scoop. Clarissa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion, has just exposed Remy Ma for flirting with her current boyfriend, Papoose, on Instagram Live. And you know what? Fans are going crazy. They are calling Remy out for acting strange, and it's clear the tension between these three has taken social media by storm. But here's the question. What is really going on behind the scenes? Is Remy Ma struggling to let go of Papoose? Or is this just another case of social media drama blowing up beyond control? Let's break it all down. Let's start with the relationship between Remy Ma and Papoose, which has had its ups and downs over the years. Now, we all know Remy Ma and Papoose had one of the most talked about relationships in hip-hop history. Back in 2008, when Remy was locked up for a shooting incident, many thought their relationship wouldn't survive. But Papoose proved everyone wrong. He stayed loyal to Remy throughout her 6-year sentence. No cheating rumors, no scandals. Fans were in awe of Papoose's loyalty, and they truly believed his devotion to Remy made their relationship unbreakable. When Remy was finally released, Papoose was there waiting for her with open arms. The couple went on to have a blended family, with Remy having a child from a previous relationship and Papoose having 3 kids from his past relationships. In 2018, they welcomed their daughter, Reminisce Mackenzie, and things seemed perfect. On paper, their love story was the stuff of legends. But behind the scenes, things were not as picture perfect as it seemed. Fast forward to 2023, and the cracks in their marriage started to show. Rumors started to circulate about Remy Ma possibly cheating on Papoose with none other than Eazy the Block Captain. For those of you who may not know, Eazy is a battle rapper who has been closely tied to the hip-hop community. The rumors were shocking, not just because of Remy's long-standing marriage to Papoose, but because Eazy and Papoose moved in the same circles. The idea that Eazy could be messing around with Remy behind Papoose's back? Unbelievable. But it didn't stop there. The cheating rumors escalated when reports surfaced that Papoose and Eazy had a violent confrontation at an industry event. Word on the street was that Papoose knocked Eazy out cold, sending a clear message that he wasn't going to tolerate any disrespect. But it gets worse. The drama didn't just end with a fight. In a rap battle, Geechee Gotti, another battle rapper, took the mic and aired Remy Ma's dirty laundry for everyone to hear. He exposed her for cheating on Papoose, and the crowd went wild. The situation went from bad to worse when Eazy didn't deny the accusations. Instead, he seemed to confirm them with his reaction, only making things more public and humiliating for Remy. As if that wasn't enough, Papoose didn't waste any time moving on. He was spotted with Clarissa Shields, and rumors started circulating that their relationship was more than just friendly. Within no time, things turned serious, and now there's even speculation that Papoose might be planning to propose to Clarissa. Now, for Remy, this news was a slap in the face. And while she tried to act unbothered, it was pretty clear that she was not handling the news well. Remy's actions showed the world that she was far from over Papoose. Remy has always insisted that she doesn't care about Papoose moving on. However, her actions speak otherwise. For one, she made it clear that she wasn't just going to let go of him that easily. She started acting out, making bold claims about fighting for what's hers. In one of her rants, she even said, "Sometimes talking isn't enough. People need to fight it out." We've got some serious drama in the streets today, and trust me, it's messy. I know you've heard all the buzz surrounding Remy Ma, Papoose, and now Clarissa Shields. But wait until you hear the real reason that Remy's been out here acting out over Papoose and Clarissa's relationship, and it's all because of one person, Eazy the Block Captain. Yes, that's right. It's been a wild roller coaster, and I'm about to break it all down for you. Grab your popcorn because we're diving deep into this one. So here's the tea. Remy Ma and Papoose, their love story used to be the definition of #relationship goals. I mean, These two were the couple everyone admired. But things have taken a turn, and we're all left sitting on the edge of our seats wondering what went down. We've seen it all, the ups, the downs, the drama. But lately it's been more down than anything. And the streets are saying that Remy is going crazy because Papoose might just be getting the last laugh. Especially when she found out that her new man, Eazy the block captain, has been creeping behind her back. Yeah, you heard that right. Eazy, the same guy who's been going hard defending Remy and looking like her knight in shining armor, is apparently the one breaking her heart. Before we get to the messy part, let's rewind a bit. We all remember when Papoose went above and beyond for Remy, right? Like, this man risked his freedom just to be with her. Literally. He tried to smuggle a skeleton key into the prison where Remy was locked up because he couldn't bear to be apart from her. And don't get me started on their prison wedding. They didn't even have a ceremony in person. Papoose married Remy over the phone. Now that's some true love right there. And things only got better after Remy was released. They had a beautiful wedding, built a blended family, and in 2018, they even had a daughter together. By all accounts, they were living a dream life. But as we all know, not everything that glitters is gold. Fast forward to Father's Day, 2023, and something was off. Father's Day came and went, and if you follow Remy and Papoose, you know that she's always been vocal about how much she loves and appreciates her husband. She would never miss a chance to shout out Papoose on Father's Day for being the amazing father he is. So when she stayed silent on that day, people started wondering what's going on, and it didn't stop there. Papoose posted a family picture, but guess who wasn't in it? Yup, Remy. Not only that, but her other child from a previous relationship was also missing from the picture. This was a major red flag. People took to the comments asking, "Where's Remy?" This was unlike them. Normally, Remy would be right there in the picture, standing strong by her man's side. But something had shifted, and the internet had questions. Now, let's talk about what really made things blow up. The rumors. Word on the street was that Remy had been cheating on Papoose with none other than Eazy the block captain. The crazy part? Eazy and Papoose are in the same circles, so the idea that Eazy would mess around with Remy behind his back? Mind-blowing. The gossip started swirling, and it didn't take long before things got heated. There was even a rumor that Papoose and Eazy had a confrontation at an industry event, and word is, Papoose knocked Eazy out. Yup, you heard that right. And if you think that's crazy, wait for this. Eazy in true. Eazy Fashion took to social media to deny everything. He tweeted, "Y'all want something bad to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same hating men and females. But y'all should get the story straight before y'all speak. I'm not mad about the rumors, I understand. But when I saw people like happy it was a possibility that something happened to me, nah, that's unacceptable." But here's the real kicker. Eazy went on to publicly challenge Papoose. He was like, "Real men do real things, right, Pap? You're gonna clear this up or should I?" And guess what? Remy stepped up to the plate. She tweeted, "I like to apologize to everyone that was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents. I tried. Can y'all please stop with the Eazy and Pap lies? There's no place like Chrome. Right back at it. See y'all in August." But here's the real tea. Papoose remained silent. If you followed their relationship, you know, Papoose was always quick to defend Remy, no matter what. He would shut down rumors, clap back at haters, and never hesitate to speak highly of his wife. So the fact that he stayed quiet while people dragged Remy through the mud, that spoke volumes. People began to wonder, why isn't he defending her? Is he done with her? And that silence? It was deafening. If there was no truth to the rumors, you know Papoose would have been the first to speak out. But the fact that he didn't said everything. Now, if there was any doubt left, it all went down at a rap battle. Remy and Eazy were in the building, and as you know, rap battles are the perfect place for everything to come to light. And that's exactly what happened. Gay Gotti, a battle rapper, went straight for the jugular. He publicly aired out the rumors, calling Remy out for cheating on Papoose with Eazy. But here's where things get real messy. Eazy didn't even deny it. In fact, he practically confirmed it with a smirk. He said, "You want to know who I'm talking about? If you heard something about me over a female and I ain't dead it, it's probably because I still got the female." So now we're seeing Papoose moving on with none other than Clarissa Shields, the Olympic gold medalist and world champion boxer. This question mark. This is where things really get juicy. Not only is Clarissa connected to Remy through their shared past, but there's a whole backstory of drama here too. Remember when Clarissa was sliding into Papoose's DMS before they got together? Yeah, it's that deep. But it gets messier. Remy's been throwing shade at Clarissa, making it clear she doesn't like her new relationship with Papoose. She's even tried to expose Clarissa, leaking texts that painted Clarissa as the one chasing Papoose, begging him to communicate with her. Clarissa, she's not having it. She fired back at Remy, calling her out for leaking fake texts and trying to cause trouble. She even challenged Remy to a fight. Yup, you heard me right. Clarissa said, "Clarissa Shields versus Remy Ma, February 2nd. Come get your behind whooped." And then, in an interview, she doubled down, saying she'd fight Remy for just $1. At this point, it's all out war, y'all. These two are not backing down. And just when you think it can't get any worse, word on the street is that Eazy's been creeping behind Remy's back with other women. That's right. He's been cheating on her since they got together. No wonder Remy's been acting out. She's caught up in this whirlwind of lies, betrayal, and public humiliation. Eazy, the block captain, the man who once seemed like her knight in shining armor, turned out to be just another player in the game. And when Remy found out about his affair, let's just say things got real ugly. Papoose, on the other hand, finally responded to Remy's antics. He straight up called her out for being a narcissist, claiming she's the one who repeatedly cheated on him. He even told the world that he'd requested a divorce numerous times, but Remy was playing the victim on social media instead of handling things like an adult. And let's not forget about Clarissa, who's also had enough. She responded to Remy's accusations, calling her behavior clown behavior. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Well, we've got a lot of layers here. Betrayal, revenge, messy relationships, and a whole lot of social media drama. It's clear that the love story between Remy and Papoose is officially over. As for Eazy and Remy, things are looking pretty rocky. And Clarissa? She's living her best life, moving forward with Papoose while Remy keeps crashing out in an attempt to hold on to the past. But honestly, y'all, the only thing that's certain in this mess is that things are far from over. It's just a matter of time before the next round of drama drops. So, what do you think about this situation? Do you think Papoose and Clarissa's relationship is the real deal, or is it just another messy rebound? Just when you thought the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Eazy the block captain drama had calmed down, the pot has been stirred again, and this time, it's boiling over. Word on the street is that Eazy the block captain, the very man Remy allegedly left her longtime husband Papoose for, has now been caught cheating on her. Yes, you heard that right. After all the scandal, the sneakiness, and the side eyes from fans, it turns out the love story that started with betrayal might be ending in betrayal too. Now let's backtrack because we gotta unpack this whole messy timeline. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose were what many fans called the epitome of black love. Their story felt like something out of a hip-hop fairy tale. When Remy went to prison back in 2007 for a shooting incident, most people expected Papoose to move on with his life. But instead, he stayed solid. He visited her regularly, held her down emotionally and financially, and even married her while she was incarcerated. That loyalty earned him respect in and out of the rap game. When Remy was released in 2014, the couple made their public return to the spotlight. They appeared on Love and Hip Hop New York, renewed their vows in a lavish ceremony, and had a daughter in 2018 through IVF. Fans were obsessed. Their love seemed unbreakable. But behind the scenes, things weren't quite so perfect. By mid-2023, things started looking off. On Father's Day, fans noticed that Remy Ma didn't post anything to celebrate Papoose. No photo, no tribute, no acknowledgement at all. For a couple that used to publicly gush over one another, her silence was loud. Then Papoose posted a photo with his daughter, without Remy or her son anywhere in sight, and simply captioned it, "Family is everything." That had people talking. And the whispers turned to screams when rumors surfaced that Remy Ma was having an affair. The alleged side piece? None other than battle rap star Eazy the Block Captain. A rising name in the underground scene, Eazy had been working closely with Remy, especially since she co-founded the Chrome 23 Battle League. At first, the idea of Remy being involved with someone she professionally mentored sounded like fan fiction. But then things started adding up. Multiple insiders began claiming that Papoose had confronted Eazy backstage at a battle event and physically assaulted him. Some even said he knocked him out cold. Eazy tried to deny the fight ever happened, claiming it was just battle rap gossip. But Papoose's silence on the matter was deafening. And when normally calm, collected Papoose refuses to speak. That's when you know something serious went down. Later, it was during a battle rap event that all pretenses were dropped. Rapper Geechee Gotti aired out the whole situation during a live performance, calling out Eazy and Remy directly and accusing Remy of cheating on Papoose. The camera panned to Remy, who didn't even look shocked. In fact, she smirked. That little smirk told everyone everything they needed to know. At another battle, Eazy turned to Remy mid-verse and asked her, "Remy, don't you love me?" And she straight up nodded on camera. That moment went viral. No more rumors. This was real. But just when fans were still processing all that drama, another twist entered the chat: Clarissa Shields. Yes, Papoose, ever the quiet storm, had apparently moved on. And not just with any woman, but with Clarissa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and self-proclaimed GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. Clarissa had been following the drama quietly, but when she stepped into the picture, things got even messier. Turns out Remy and Clarissa had interacted in the past. They weren't close friends, but they were definitely aware of one another. So when Remy saw Clarissa posting pictures with Papoose and getting cozy, she did not take it well. Suddenly, Remy was throwing shade on Instagram, posting screenshots of old texts and trying to make Clarissa look thirsty. She even claimed that Papoose was still living in her house when he started talking to Clarissa, alleging that he fell asleep on the phone with her under my roof. The whole vibe was giving hurt and bitter. But Clarissa didn't back down. She clapped back hard on social media, calling Remy childish and telling her to grow up. She made it clear she didn't appreciate her number being leaked and that she wasn't here for Remy's mess. In one particularly bold move, Clarissa challenged Remy to a boxing match. Yes, a real one. She said she'd fight Remy for $1, just to shut her up. That's how unbothered and confident she was. Fans were shook. Twitter exploded. Some people joked that Clarissa would knock Remy out in 10 seconds. Others were just here for the entertainment, saying, "Put it on pay-per-view, we'll watch." Now, while that back and forth was entertaining in its own way, it didn't compare to what came next. Because karma came knocking, and she wasn't subtle. Allegedly, Eazy the Block Captain, the man who Remy risked it all for, was cheating on her. Sources claim he never stopped seeing his side chick and had been playing Remy the whole time. Apparently, the affair wasn't even hidden well. He was still texting other women, still moving suspiciously, and Remy finally saw the receipts. That realization sent Remy into a full spiral. She started posting cryptic messages online, being passive-aggressive in interviews and, according to insiders, refusing to sign divorce papers unless Papoose agrees to lie for her. Yep, you read that right. Pap reportedly said he asked Remy for a divorce and she agreed, but only if he'd publicly deny knocking out Eazy during that infamous backstage fight. Papoose wasn't having it. He told people he wouldn't be manipulated. He stood on his truth, saying that what made him furious wasn't just that Eazy slept with his wife, it was the betrayal. Eazy had smiled in his face, shook his hand, and then went behind his back. That's what pushed Pap over the edge. And honestly, who can blame him? Now we're left with this strange and messy aftermath. Papoose seems to be at peace. He's spending time with his daughter, pouring into his music, and letting Clarissa Shields bring some joy back into his life. Clarissa's still undefeated, in and out of the ring, and unbothered by the noise. Eazy? Well, he's looking funny in the light. Fans who once rooted for him are now calling him out for being shady and disrespectful. And Remy Ma? She's somewhere in between, hurt, embarrassed, angry, and trying to save face. This entire situation has been a wild roller coaster of loyalty, betrayal, pride, and pain. What started as a celebrated love story between two hip-hop icons has turned into one of the most talked about scandals in recent memory. It's giving soap opera. It's giving Lifetime movie. It's giving should have kept it private. But most of all, it's giving karma. Because at the end of the day, no matter how powerful you are, no matter how many followers you have or how many bars you can spit, if you play with people's hearts, the truth always comes out. And when it does, it ain't always pretty. So what do y'all think? Is Remy getting a taste of her own medicine? Or did she just make a bad decision that spiraled out of control? Is Papoose finally getting his piece? Or is this just his way of clapping back after years of being the good guy? And as for Eazy the Block Captain, was he ever serious about Remy? Or was she just another stepping stone in his come up? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this is the kind of drama you need a group chat for. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because I'm keeping you updated with all the tea, all the time. Now, this aggressive stance only fueled speculation that Remy Ma is still emotionally attached to Papoose and can't stand seeing him happy with someone else. Could this be the reason she was acting so jealous? It sure looks like it. But the biggest bombshell came when Clarissa Shields exposed Remy Ma for flirting with Papoose during an Instagram live session. Clarissa didn't hold back, and she called Remy out for her desperate behavior. According to Clarissa, Remy was trying to get Papoose's attention by making snide comments in the comments section of Papoose's Instagram live. Now, what's even crazier is that Clarissa Shields didn't keep quiet about it. She exposed everything and made it clear that Remy had been acting in a way that seemed desperate. Fans quickly jumped on the situation, pointing out that Remy Ma's actions were definitely strange. She was going around claiming that she was unbothered, but clearly her actions told a different story. Let's take a deeper look at Remy's response. When Clarissa put her on blast, Remy Ma didn't stay silent. Instead, she went on a rant. She called Clarissa and her publicity team pathetic for trying to make her look bad. In Remy's mind, this was all a ploy to get attention and discredit her. She was on full defense mode, accusing Clarissa of trying to paint a false narrative. But here's the thing. Remy's behavior on Instagram was completely inconsistent with her words. On one hand, she was claiming that she had moved on from Papoose. But on the other hand, she was constantly lurking around, trying to get involved in Papoose's new relationship with Clarissa Shields. And let's not forget, Clarissa Shields isn't just any woman. She's a world champion boxer who's known for her confidence and strength. She's not someone who takes lightly to being dragged into drama, especially when it's coming from someone who's supposedly moved on. So when Clarissa made it clear that she was tired of the back and forth and called Remy out, it made everyone wonder, what is Remy Ma's real motive here? Now let's break this all down. Remy Ma claims that she's over Papoose. But is she really? Despite being in a relationship with Eazy the Block Captain, who's also a popular battle rapper, Remy can't seem to stop checking in on Papoose's life. The way she's been reacting to Papoose's new relationship with Clarissa Shields shows that she's far from over it. And here's where things get even more twisted. Eazy the Block Captain. There's speculation that he's been cheating on Remy with other women since the beginning of their relationship. That would explain why Remy Ma has been acting so cranky and jealous over Papoose's new relationship. Could it be that Remy Ma is upset because Eazy has been doing exactly what she accused Papoose of doing years ago? Could it be that she's projecting her anger onto Papoose because Eazy isn't as loyal as he seemed? And don't think for one second that Papoose is just sitting back and letting all of this slide. He's made it very clear that he's moved on and that Remy Ma's behavior is only pushing him further away. The fact that he's been publicly with Clarissa Shields and has even hinted at a proposal shows that he's serious about his new relationship. Meanwhile, Remy is still out here flirting with him on Instagram Live and trying to get his attention. It's clear that this situation is far from over and the fans are loving the drama. They can't get enough of the chaos between Remy, Papoose, and Clarissa. And let's be real, who could blame them? This is some real drama. So, what's really going on here? Is Remy Ma still emotionally attached to Papoose? Is Eazy the block captain cheating on her? Is Clarissa Shields about to take Papoose down the aisle? And will this social media war ever end? We've got a lot to unpack, and it looks like this story is far from finished. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Whose side are you on?